first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity. In this particular video, I'm going to be touching on this live stream that you see on your screen right here. As you can see, it says, Iran ends tonight. What does this mean? Well, you have on one side Trump playing it totally cool in this war that's happening right now in the so-called Middle East. He's playing it cool that they shut down the Straits of Hormuz. All right, and he's acting like, well, that main artery that's responsible for 20% of the world's oil, and then the canal of Suez, which is the Red Sea, which is right behind it, is in control of the world, 12% of the world's crude oil. They are now closed, and it's sending the world into a market crash, okay? A recession, if I said that, a recession. And he was playing it cool, saying, hey, you know what, NATO, we don't need you. We don't need you to help us. As a matter of fact, we don't even need the Straits of Hormuz or the Canal of Suez. We have so much oil, so much oil. And then in the same breath say, open the fucking straits, you crazy bastards. As a matter of fact, the ultimatum, Tuesday is bomb day. This is what he said. Tuesday is bomb day. He's bombing bridges. He's bombing the electrical grid over there in Iran. He says multiple at once. He's tearing it up, which is a war crime. He's not supposed to do that. All right. And Iran, like, all right, bring it on. But right now we're seeing a meltdown. All right. We're seeing a meltdown. America isn't as big and bad as it projected itself to be. All right. We have Joel 3 and 9 and 10 jumping off of the page. We see the weak saying that they are strong. The weak right now being North Korea, the little nation, and Iran right now, saying that they are strong and showing themselves to be strong, because in that same precept, it says, beat your plowshares and your swords and your spears into pruning hooks. So it went from agricultural tools to cultivate the land into weapons of war. And this is what Iran and North Korea were doing. They start enriching uranium. North Korea became a nuclear power. You see Iran, they got hypersonic missiles. They got underground missile cities. They got stuff that America don't have. People need to do some research. These are the ancient mighty men of Persia. These niggas is not somebody that you can just walk on. All right? So now we're seeing all of that play out. All right? He's saying he gave them an ultimatum that if they don't open the Straits of Hormuz by today, at 8 p.m., he's bombing everything, the bridges, everything. All right. And Iran basically said, come on. So, hey, will Iran end tonight? Will it? All right. But the precepts that come to mind, I'm going to just quote them. It's Jeremiah 50:45. The least of the flock shall draw them out. America's officially been drawn into this war because Trump thought he can go in there and do a strategic strike, assassinate a few people, and like he's done before, and just take a step back and let Israel do its thing. But they assassinated the supreme Ayatollah, and the one that's coming in his place is no one other than his son. You didn't just kill the supreme or murder the supreme Ayatollah, you also murdered his niece and his sister, I believe. People that was with the supreme Ayatollah. So you have vengeance on their mind. They don't want to talk. They don't want to negotiate. They've asked one guy, said, how does this end? He said, with the strategic end of America. The strategic defeat of America. And when the world's economies collapse and everything crashes around everybody, they'll all point the finger at America and say, you are the one who've done all this. All right? You see? So, hey, man, this is where we at right now. So will this happen? All right, well, Iran in tonight. And also some new information. Hey, they're talking about fuel rationing in 2 weeks. Some say 3. Only thing I hear is we will be fuel rationing very, very soon. I know I've been rambling a little bit. This is some exciting news. We're in some exciting times. And you know, hey, we're about to see people out here really change gears, man. You know how we've been talking about these things for years and years and years? Watch news and things be the new hot topic. But that's going to be the time that we're not going to say really too much of nothing. We've been talking. They passing anti-Semitism bills, all of this. Hey, bro, eventually, if things start to get bad and martial law is on the street and mugs is like rioting and shit like that, hey, bro, we can't go on the highways and byways, man. It'd be too dangerous. It'd probably be illegal to gather in a little bit, man. Can you see that? In a few months, it could possibly be illegal to be on the streets. Come on. All right. Let's play this no further.
Trump doubles down on massive attack threats. The president has threatened massive U.S. attacks on civilian infrastructure and brushed off concerns about possible war crimes ahead of his 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time deadline. Now, Trump deadline for Iran ticks closer as Islamic Republic rejects the temporary ceasefire. We are hearing that this is happening right now.
They reject ceasefires and negotiations because every time you talk to Esau, he's buying time to come fuck you up. He knock on the front door so he can come through the back door and kill everybody. All right? And they have been played like that a couple times. They're like, nah, we want the defeat. Plus, once again, I said it became personal. You killed the supreme Ayatollah. All right? See, America's really in this thing by himself. Them in Israel, and a little bit of their allies as well. You have NATO stepping back and saying, this is your war. Trump just said, we want Greenland. And he said, bye-bye, like he's exiting NATO. And NATO said, basically, NATO don't give a fuck. All right, NATO said they are going to make a bigger and better, they can make a bigger and better NATO without America. Uh-oh, what comes to your mind? Revelations 17:15. And the beast shall hate the whore. Loosely quoting it. What's the beast? NATO and the EU shall hate what? The whore. Who's the whore? America. And shall what? Burn her flesh with fire. What's that? That's shoot nukes on America. I guess the live stream that's in it. That's shoot nukes on America. You see? We're seeing everything play out. Multiple prophecies are jumping off of the page, coming alive right before our eyes, man. It's beautiful.
Warnings coming out of potential devastation. He is saying the end of the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' civilization as they know it. Tonight, if a deal is not struck, and what we are hearing is that Iran is saying, we don't care. They have rejected all deals. So we're going to be seeing what unfolds here tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are we going to see massive devastation unfold? If you think so, put yes. If you think no, put no. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, in addition...
He has to. In the world, in this war escalation, you know, in my opinion, this is going to be a war escalation. I believe he is going to attack, and the America are going to attack on another level. I don't think Trump lying. And this is just me speaking as a man. I could be wrong. But if I was a betting man, I would say that Trump is going to attack. And with Israel, they're not just going to probably do an attack just on bridges and all that other shit. I believe it's going to be like straight up war. They're going to try to do an attack, but at the same time, simultaneously having their ground troops try to seize uranium. Like they did already. They're not trying to say that. They're saying that they rescued a pilot. And it took hundreds and hundreds of people to rescue one pilot? Nah, that's never happened. It took hundreds and hundreds. This is just not 200. You talk about the number is hundreds and hundreds. Trump said it's approximately like 500 people, soldiers, with planes and all type of shit that were also shot down. They were trying to go seize the uranium. And if they were successful, you've been hearing about it right now. We did a secret mission and we got the uranium, but they tried it, and soldiers died, and a bunch of planes and shit got shot down. They even had one picture of the out of the wreckage. They had one of their draws, one of the American soldiers' American flag draws, and they all took pictures with the shit. Hey man, they shit going down over there, man. But yeah, man, hey, man, it reminds me. Well, no, let's just play this, man, before I go off on a tangent.
That, do me a favor. I don't know what is going on. I've been trying for the last 45 minutes to go live. Thank you guys for your patience. Started several live streams. This is being demonetized, and I wasn't even able to go live for a while. Not sure what the deal is, if there's some sort of glitches going on, or if this news is particularly sensitive. I don't normally ask this, but if you guys feel like you appreciate the live stream and wanted to do any super chats today, I would appreciate it, because all of this is just going out there for free today. YouTube is not paying me a dime, apparently. I don't know what is going on. So if you feel the urge to do so, I appreciate it. If not, no worries. Just wanted to throw that out there. I typically never ask, but my stream is just totally being shut down. And
Hey, this is a foreshadowing, man. Hey, they said there was cyber attacking too. Hey, man. See, it was always tripped me out about these YouTube personality cats, man. You give news and you look all butthurt in the face because your shit demonetized or whatever. Get the shit out here. If you really care about the news getting out there, you really shouldn't be worrying about the money like that. That's why it's a dangerous thing to start trying to get money with the truth or anything like that, because then it becomes dependent on that. All right, you got to camp, pay your tithes. That's it. All the rest of that money grabbing shit, bro. Hey man, don't introduce it.
Demonetized today. I have no idea why. So likes help as well. Spread this out further. Super chats are appreciated. And as you guys know, I cite all the sources. They're all linked down below. We're going to be taking a look at the videos, the articles, getting you caught up on the latest. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. And as I mentioned, like button helps. Subscribe to stay up to date. It is totally free. And let's take a look at what is going on here with all of this warning coming out. Trump is saying the entire whole civilization will die tonight ahead of the Iranian deadline.
I believe he's going to do a massive attack tonight. And we might have to suffer through America having this little pride thing going on. Like, yeah, nigga, yeah. And we fucked Iran up. At my job, we get a little political sometimes. So, you might hear Iran just got shitted on and da, da, da. We might have to hear that for a little bit, but I believe the attacks that's coming back is going to be even more devastating. I believe this is going to escalate the war dramatically. I believe the way this is about to go down, this is going to further drag other nations in, and we are witnessing the ushering in of the new World War III. All right, we're seeing it the climax, to say, build up. All right, we're seeing this, man. Hey.
And I think maybe just even that phrasing alone is maybe triggering some AI YouTube censorship, maybe in the past hour. So we're hearing this could be the final warning. Let me know. You think we're going to see devastation tonight? Let's go ahead and take a look.
Now to breaking news on the war with Iran. There have been more strikes on Iran today, just hours before President Trump's deadline for Tehran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And there's a blunt new warning from the president this morning. Nancy Cordes is at the White House. Nancy, good morning.
Nate, President Trump posted a truly apocalyptic message this morning designed apparently to force Iran to cut a deal. He said, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will." He was asked multiple times yesterday whether bombing civilian infrastructure would be a war crime. He insisted the Iranian people want him to do it.
They want us to keep bombing.
As the clock ticks down to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, President Trump's threats are getting more specific.
Every bridge in Iran will be decimated.
Which is a war crime. Which is a war crime. You're not supposed... Look, Iran has been keeping it clean. But they said, hey, we will respond in kind. You do that shit to us, we are going to do that shit to Israel. And to anybody that has anything to do with America. This is what they said, bro. And they range is, you know what I'm saying? And that little Lego rap that they did, they said, oh, you thought our range was only 2,000 miles or something like that? And they started laughing. And they said, we only operating on 10% power. This is what Iran said, man. Come on, man.
By 12 o'clock, every power plant.
We could be seeing, remember that long list of companies that they said that they were going to hit if America did an attack on their electrical grid? They already got a plan. Don't forget about that list, man. There was a list that had Apple, Google, HP, all that shit, all that, your banking, all that shit. They said they bombing the shit out of that. So when you got difficulties, shit's glitching out and shit can't work, and you like, why the app ain't working? And you call up and usually be the Indian motherfucker. Hello? How could I help you today? Yeah, they bomb the shit of that shit over there, man. Or that so-called Middle Eastern motherfucker that answers the phone, that shit done. That shit gone. When them places are bombed, or that customer service shit out the window. So when you get disruptions, that's it. The app is just down until it ain't. Your bank is just, app is down and just till it ain't. There might be disruptions until it's just not. With Google, Apple, Apple Pay, all that other shit. Hey, bro, come on now.
In Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again.
Trump was asked repeatedly Monday whether such attacks on civilian infrastructure would constitute a war crime. He insisted the Iranian people get it.
They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. The Iranians...
That's an Edomite for you.
We've had...
They will be willing to go into a famine and start eating each other. Because that's what you want to do. You bomb an electrical grid, you bomb the oil refineries, and you bombing the bridges? The fuck? Hey, you do this attack, bro. Before next week happen, don't be surprised if a T attack happens, man. Pursuant to 2nd Ezra's 1533, where it says, in the land of the Assyrians, talking about America, the enemy shall besiege them. Talking about these Iranian sleeper cells, man. One of these terrorist groups gained access to America. How did they gain access to America? Well, when Joe Biden was president, he has left the border wide open. You remember that whole year, 2 years of the border just being wide open? Chinese nationals standing in parade dress with rucksacks on. The Russian military coming in as well. So-called Middle Eastern cats out there saying, I'm not here for food stamps, but you're going to know my name in a little bit. I ain't here to get no benefits. Straight terrorists at the damn border. Just pouring in. I'm talking about overflowing, cup overflowing at the damn border. So they're going to gain access. This is the enemy shall besiege them and consume some of them. That's right, consume some of them. How? By a T attack. And an ex-CIA agent came out and was blowing the whistle on the intel that she has gathered through her connections on the severity of a terrorist attack from these groups, man. And it's going to be multiple groups. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, multiple terrorist groups just working in contingent with these cells, man. And they plan on having planes, jumping out of planes with suicide vests on and exploding over populations of people. They're planning on taking rifles and automatics and shooting up crowds of people. They're planning on attacking police and ICE agents and dressing up like them all around the United States. And then murdering people or killing people as they come up. This right here, that's this type of the severity of a terrorist attack, not just blowing up like a building or whatever like that. That can happen too. But that severity of a terrorist attack will have what? America shut down. Shut the fuck down by that night, man. Martial law will be implemented, man. This is what we're looking at, man. Get intimate with the spirit. Start to look at the possible avenues of prophecy, happening, man. And what this happened, this war taking off the way it's taken off, this is a possible avenue in which we can see in the near future.
Numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing.
The war was also on his mind at the annual White House Easter egg roll.
I don't think it gets much more hostile than Iran.
Flanked by the Easter Bunny and the First Lady, Trump rejected a 45-day ceasefire proposed by other countries in the region.
The only one that's going to set a ceasefire is me. I haven't set any ceasefire.
Despite his tough talk, Trump said he believes the Iranians are negotiating in good faith, though he claimed the talks have been hampered by the destruction caused by U.S. missiles.
We're communicating like they used to communicate 2,000 years ago with children, bringing a note back and forth. They have no communication.
With gas prices surging.
They had no communication, but we see their videos, they making Lego movies and shit. They chilling. We see motherfuckers chilling. We see missiles being shot in Tehran with their population recording it on their phones. No communication, right? Yo, get your mans, bro. Whose mans is this? We know what's happening, right? And right now, they about talk about gas. Let me see.
And his poll numbers sagging, Trump acknowledged there is...
Oh, they said his poll numbers sagging and just flashed the gas pump. Oh, okay. I see. But anyway, I gotta get prepared for work. Gotta go on a plantation. So with that, I'm gonna wrap this up. This was live. Just a few 43 minutes ago. It was just going. It's breaking news. If you want to watch the rest of it, as you can see, the title right there on the screen: Breaking Iranian Civilization Dies Tonight. Trump warns. Hope it was edifying. Hope you could take something from this. So with that, I'm saying shalom.